It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bengals and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. Brandon Gordon alongside, as always, my partner, Charles. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Pushes past him, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 21 carries, 108 for the yardage, and the score, too.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
A 7-yard gain.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. To Barkley on the check down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Raiders.
Mayfield on 1st down. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mayfield now. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Before the game, when I said hello to him, I tried to give him a little dap, but he wouldn't give me any, and I thought he was snubbing me. Then I realized he's keeping all that flame to himself. How about the week he had last week? AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Gordon's throw caught by Higgins. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. From the gun on third down, Gordon. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Looking to throw on second down. Gordon. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. We're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught here by Adams. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball is thrown.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, nice move. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals getting set to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
They juked him. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. To throw on 2nd down. Gordon. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Gordon. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. Pushes him over. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Gordon got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. Bust through the tackle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Michelle is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. 2
yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield to throw it. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Mayfield on play action. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jay Tufele breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Shakes off. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's A.J. Cole now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st down, Gordon. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gordon. Connection made with Chenault. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Gordon. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That's how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And this will be caught by Edwards. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
up third down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Second and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield is going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Bryan Edwards, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact of the next-gen stats. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. That catch good for only a couple.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 22, here's second and 8. Looking to throw. Gordon. Got a man open. It's Chase. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Renfro. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A first down throw from Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. A high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield's throw taken in by Edwards. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So they got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
First down, Mayfield. He dumps it off to Barkley, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Tyler Lockett, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, let's head over to Highmark Stadium to check out what's happening with the Bills. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Josh Allen, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Jared Goff, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 2nd and 9. Off play action. Gordon. To Mixon on the check down. Calling a gain of a yard. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Back to throw. Gordon. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd down now. Mixon, with a juke. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Gordon. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, Can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37.
It's a gain of 20.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. It's Mixon on the counter, able to slither by. Again the juke, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now Joe Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Back to throw. Gordon. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller. 78 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that is where Darren Waller really excels. He led all NFL tight ends in yards after the catch in 2020. Another nice effort here.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. This is Chenault on the receiving end. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw. Gordon. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mayfield on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. On 2nd down, Barkley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Again, it's Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the 1st with a very effective stiff arm.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Barkley again. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Barkley will score. Touchdown, Raiders. This one now, Charles, you have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Gordon. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Throwing on 1st down. Gordon. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Sheds off the tackle. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. When you talk about Jamar Chase, one of the things that really stands out, his ability to take ordinary plays and then turn those into big ones.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a game so far, up over 100 yards receiving already. And it's not all been air yards as we saw right there. He's so good that when he gets space to maneuver, he can often turn it into a big play after the catch.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Laviska Shenault. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The Raiders offense ready to go. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I'm going to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Second down at 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The Raiders on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
All right, let's just go walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And he fends him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. The Raiders on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 17. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st and 10, Gordon. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on 2nd down, Gordon is going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. On 2nd down now. Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Mayfield now from the 50. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. It's Barkley on the counter. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mayfield on play action. Touchdown! Bryan Edwards, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns in 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And the Raiders have got it. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded right at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's going to let it fly. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's complete to Adams. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st down, Gordon. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Back to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gordon dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. To throw on 2nd down. Gordon. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and they haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Personal foul. Rushing passer. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Gordon. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.